Kaka Foso Side is Janelle Long, and I'm not at the Hobo Depot. I'm here today because I want to say a couple things first before we get into this right here. This is we're talking vintage. Everything you're looking at right now around me is vintage. Even me. Look, I'm vintage too. All right. So first of all, I want to say to all the people who this is what gets me, man. It's just my support is so big that I have no idea how big it is. I have kids sending me donations for the Hobo Depot and for my CD, and I have women that's amazing. I have men that's just man, from truck drivers to doctors to I'm pretty sure attorneys and you know, armed forces people and I mean all walks of life, man. Pastors. It's just, you know, when you put a cry out, you just putting that cry out because it's a release for you. You know what I'm saying? It's a release. Just so happen I have to be in front of a camera to do it at that particular time. And you know, a lot of times I get emotional. I'm sorry, y'all. No, I'm not really sorry because that's the way I am. I get emotional because life and people mean a lot to me. And my Hobo Depot and my queen and my house means a lot to me. You know, my home means a lot to me and my family. Don't forget about that. Anyway, I just want to throw this out there, guys. Also I have t-shirts, Hobo Depot. Well, I'm out of those, but Baseway t-shirts for sale, and you know, just to keep things going, get stuff out of here, so I can keep revenue coming in. Now, got that over with. I didn't cry. That's a good thing. All right, so today we're gonna talk about the 70s. What do you mean the 70s? Well, this Music Man 65, that's from the 70s. That's a 79 right there. That's a Sabre. That's one of the first Sabre. Actually, the numbers are so low, it's almost like the first 100 within the first 100 that came out roll off the line. Also, we have an 88 Music Man SR5. Now, at first, the SR5 didn't impress me. What really impressed me about it was the color and the feel and the bird's eye maple neck. That's bird's eye in the front, bird's eye in the back, and it's flamed at the same time. It's like all kinds of greatness going on. Look, all kinds of greatness. Where's Hootie? Anyway, behind me, you're looking at a 67 Oldsmobile Cutlass. Because a lot of you guys get that wrong. Oldsmobile Cutlass, that's what that is, convertible. And so today I want to test drive the 76 because we don't play through these anymore. Well, there are a lot of people that still have the old stuff and they still playing through it. Me, I never got a chance after I left it to come back. So I kept this around and I put it up for sale a couple times. Nobody would buy it because, you know, it's old, you know, but it works amazingly. But today we're gonna find out. All right, so I'm gonna bring my 79 through it. So what I'm coming through the first channel. This thing has a lot of qualities in it. And what it has on the first channel, it has normal, 1 and 2, and then it has normal, and then it has bright switch. Then it has, you know, volume, treble, mids, and bass. Then you go to the second half of the amp. Now this is a tube amp. You go to the second half, you got channel 2, bass. And then you have bright and normal, and then you have volume, treble, mids, bass, and then you have the master at the end. Now, because my basses are so high-endish, and I'm not planning to bring the neighborhood to my backyard, look, because this is what's gonna happen if I turn it up. I got it on like 5.5. The volume on 5.5. I have the treble on 1.5. I have the mids on 1.5, and I have the bass on 2.5. But I have the master on 7, right? Which is, to me, is too loud. But you know, these amps were made to be driven. So if you drive it hard, that's what it likes. And I'm gonna underdrive it today because, like I said, I don't want the squirrels falling out the trees. I don't want the neighbors coming to the fence going, "You jamming, bro? You jamming?" And I don't want the birds falling out the sky while we're trying to play. Look, because it will do that. All right, so this thing comes with a 15 And everything about this thing is original. Everything about this amp is original. So we're gonna go through. We're gonna try the 79 first. And guys, hey, this is something new. So let's. Sometimes we probably had to go back to the old stuff just so we can re-gear our ear. I done came up with another line. Re-gear our ear. Where's Hootie at, man? Anyway, let's start with the 79. All right. So with the 79, we're gonna turn everything back and we'll just start with it. All right. So basically, let's take this tuner off. The 79. It has that gutty sound. You know, it's a Sabre. It's the first Sabre. It comes with the front and rear switch, and the the front with the rear, front pickup, rear pickup, both pickups, and then in the middle it has a phase switch. And I don't know what's the phase switch for. I very seldom hear people who use it. And then you have what they call a bright switch. All right, so if you hear some noise, that's the radio station antenna right there. So everything is off on this bass right now, but listen to the guttiness of it. Now, let's go rear pickup. Front pickup. Like the old amps because they had tubes in them. I love tube amps. Both pickups. Okay, now we're gonna start dialing in some stuff. So let's dial in treble at D10. Now you have to remember, back in the day, treble wasn't a big thing. It was all about how deep your bass was and how nice and rich it was. Now, let's go with bass at D10. You hear that? Now, you got treble at D10, bass at D10. And I have the bright switch on normal. Now you got to remember, as I play this thing, it gets warmer and warmer, and so you start getting all that overdrive kind of sound. So we're gonna go into the phase switch. I don't get the out of phase switch. Out of phase switch, because if you have like a Mutron or something up here, it gives it a little bit more oomph on the bottom. And actually it sounds like a Mutron. All right, hit the bright switch. You hear that bottom come in? See, and the thing about it is, I'm not even driving this thing. I'm not driving it at all. It's just there. You know, it's low. It's probably too low for me to actually hit it hard. Of course, you know why. But anyway, it's a nice day out here today. Anyway. Yeah. So, I guess you want to hear how it thumps. So, to hear how it thumps, like you get the natural sound of what your bass sounds like. Rear pickup. Ooh, baby dog. That rear pickup something else, isn't it? sounds like natural. Look, natural. Of course it does. All right, so we're gonna take this and pull it out. We're going to our 88. Now the 88 carries a different preamp. All right. It's the same thing, except the switch it's kind of like the same thing as the Sabre. We want to get the same kind of vibe. I want to hear the same kind of vibe if I plug this in, but I got a feeling what's going to happen is, because this bass is a little bit younger. Look, he said younger. I always got to check the tuning, bruh. I don't want y'all people purple, your people. I said purple. I said y'all people with perfect pitch like this. Dude. Tune that joint up, man. Do what? Tune it up, bruh. Tune it up. Great. Because I'm being outside, the weather's changing, and the bass is moving. And so you want to keep checking your tuning. It's pretty out here though. It's real pretty in Richmond today. It's about 50, 60 degrees. All right, so we'll plug this in. Same setting as that had. So we're gonna back off everything. Put it in the middle. Woo. Woo. Now this bass is a lot more nasty. Alright, so we can go to the rib pickup. No horn. See, this thing has no horn. And if it sounds like this with no horn, you already know what it sounds like with a horn. All right, so then we go dial in some mids at D10. Bass at D10. Treble at D10. Put everything back in the middle. Okay. That treble is something else, and I just got it halfway. Woo, that B. So it's a whole new different animal between. In the 80s, everything became a lot more brighter, more articulate. What, did I say the word articulate? Yeah, it became more articulate. In the 70s, it was more bottom happy. You know, it was the bottom happy. I wanted bottom happy. I can always dial in highs. The thing about the Sabre is that it came with, if you know anything about preamps, it came with I think it was a 25K in the front, 25K in the back for bass, and then it had a 1 meg for brightness. So it will cut your head off, but the bottom would be killing you at the same time. This is just straight out evenly bright, but you can dial in other stuff with it. So there you have it, folks. I just want to come by and let you guys know how much vintage stuff means to me and what vintage stuff really sounds like nowadays. So once again, I want to thank everybody for supporting my household, supporting Hobo Depot, supporting me. I love you guys with everything I have in me. And if you ever need anything, all you have to do is call. We are Bass Nation. We're here to help each other. And to show love. Shadakaka. Peace out.